Dun, 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 dun. Hello, Lagos. Hello, everyone out there. It's another beautiful Saturday in the city of Lagos. Ikoile Laskidi. I'm your girl, Sheon Adeloye, your one and only sunshine, and I am not alone in the studio. You know, it's always Prime Parent. And when we talk about Prime Parent, it's a program that deals with everything about raising a positive environment for kids. Yeah. I have here with me Dr. Toyin Ajayi-Osakwe. Doctor, how are you doing today?
Thank you for having me. Today is another wonderful day
Yes.
for our special program. We'll be talking about raising your teenagers without tears. For the past 2 weeks now,
Yes.
we are going to continue from where
Well,
we
we stop.
stop.
Yeah. And you know, one thing about raising teenagers is that they feel, oh, I'm an adult now. How do you want to address me? How do you want to talk to me? How do you want to relate with people like that? I think we should go for a short musical break.
Yes.
Yeah, and when we come back, let's join the conversation fully.
Well,
Don't touch the dial. We'll be what? We'll be right
well,
back.
You saw something I couldn't see, like I was worth the air I breathe. You spoke my name like it had meaning, like I wasn't just passing through. For the first time I believed it, every word you said was true. You were light inside my dark, you rewrote my broken heart. Then you left before the start. You made me better, but you didn't stay. Taught my heart how to feel that way. Every scar you helped me heal now reminds me what.
Yeah, welcome back. It's still Prime Parent with Dr. Toyin Ajayi-Osakwe, and I remain your one and only sunshine. What you just said is you made me better. Are you making your kids better? Are you making your own better? Are you making your family better? What exactly are you doing?
yes. So, why we are here is simply to prepare the future generation so that there is something posterity can talk to us, can speak to why and how we lived. And we continue to advocate for intentional parenting. Take it as if that is all you have to offer at this time. Let it count as if that your life depends on it. These things are very, very crucial. Last week I talked about challenges these young people face at home, and then we elaborate as much as possible. Now today I'm going to, because we normally have a very limited time. Okay, so we're going to be talking about the challenges they face outside home. Things that can affect their mind psychologically, their mental state. These are the things that we need to get along with. Once we're able to identify with them at this critical stage of their life, okay, it becomes easier for them to transit into adulthood. Okay,
Yeah.
so there's what we call the rite of passage, that is between the age of 19 to 21. There are some certain things that you begin to see in them. You see, at that point, they are a little quieter. They reason more. They are not as aggressive
As before.
as before when they are in their mid
Things.
teens. Okay, at this time some of them have tasted possibly their first relationship. You understand, on both sides. So they begins to understand, okay, this is how life is. At this time some of them have faces maybe their first failures, especially when it comes to academics. Some of them have written a WAEC. Some may have failed. They have known the pain of failure.
Yeah.
All these things has the way it settles into them, for them
True.
to begin to know about life outside home. But before we get here, there are other things I want to talk about. Talking about
Okay.
number one, bullying and media pressure.
Bullying and media pressure
They bullying and they being bullied. They bullying somebody and they being bullied
by others.
by others.
Probably their peers or people that are older than them.
Whichever forces,
Okay.
as long as it comes to them. Now, how do we come? Because I just need to discuss how parents come in.
Yeah.
This is where you will really test how strong your relationship were before now. In a situation whereby you had been so distant from them or detached or you are not connected in a way, it becomes more difficult for you to know exactly what is happening around them. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
So talking about bullying, okay, some of them may come home and open up,
True.
while some may just bottle it up.
And not say anything
And
about
say
it.
and do you understand? Until possibly you begin to hear some things, maybe in a school or outside and stuff like that. So parents should watch out. You should know exactly what is really going on in them. When it comes to situation of bullying, it causes anxiety and sometimes fear in them, especially in a situation. I have a young man that that story why he entered into school at the age of 18 or 19. So there's this called boys that comes around them, he and his friend, and you know that they bully them for a whole semester.
Wow.
They keep on telling them they are going to collect this from them if they don't join them. Do you understand? And he told me eventually that he did not even mention this thing at home. He lives in fear. Say sometimes they will come at the middle of the night, they come and pick them.
Wow.
They go and lock them somewhere. They were harassing hell out of them
On a daily basis.
on daily basis. In fact, to the point that the second person has to eventually run away from the school. You understand?
How, due to the pressure.
Due to the pressure. And now we are now having even the media aspect of it now, where a situation whereby somebody says something, possibly within the group, or
Yeah.
even generally on the internet, something comes up, and then you find them, find it
Trolling you.
very difficult, yes, to even defend themselves or to say some of these things. Parents need to be aware. You need to be up to date, and you should be able to get into their mind to know what is going on. Very important. Friendship and peer pressure. Now, peer pressure is not only negative. There are peer pressure that are positive. You understand what I'm trying to say? I remember those days when we were growing up. I eventually went into science because some of my friends that were not even in the same school with me, not in the same school but in the same class,
Yes.
we going into this competition, as in, okay, whenever we go for we write any exams, did you get more? Do you who get more? As who pass more? Do you
Yes.
understand? Who get better answers and things like that? Then from there we going into what we call this quiz competition.
Okay.
So there's this rivalry between the two schools. That's a positive peer
Yeah.
pressure. There was so much on that, which I think parents can also enhance and help them. There are those days where we do what we call jet competition. I don't know whether they still do jet
Jet
competitions in schools. In
Press
fact,
club
this
jet.
fan, this rechargeable fan,
yeah.
rechargeable that
Yeah.
one, as far as in 1990, we produced one in my school.
Wow.
You just put the rotor and put some batteries, and then we cut some this and just. You understand what I'm saying? Those are positive things. I first of all got the idea for one of the immediate senior.
Okay.
Then I now improved on it. You understand? But when it comes to negative side,
Yes.
that is what everybody can give lecture on that. Where you see,
Everyone can relate with that.
do you understand what I'm saying? Where you see somebody, your child copying
Another
another person, and then you see they themselves putting pressure for them to do things. I remember those days where my brother was talking about how he started smoking. It was peer pressure. You understand? And
You just say, yeah, it's not going to kill
you
you.
understand? And then they keep on pressing and pressing and pressing. Another thing is pornography.
That one is rampant now.
Very, very. There was a questionnaire that was given out in one of these churches last week, and you see the percentage of them. Now, the person that brought it to me, I said this thing is not true. I said this statistics is not true.
It's more than.
Do you know what I'm saying? A lot of them will never come out to tell you that they are masturbating or they are doing anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, but how do they get from one person to another in terms of grouping? I told you about a school somewhere in Ikeja here, where the plumber was the one that told us the story of a vibrator. It's a girls' school. You understand? So it happens that something got missing. Somebody was named. Probably she was, as in they just point to her that it's possible that she's the one that took the stuff. So the house mistress came into the place to check, and then he ransacked. As well as was ransacking the bag, they turned the bag upside down, and then boom, here comes the object. And then everybody's high screaming.
What they were not looking for.
Do you understand?
They found.
And then that was when she was like, why are you people screaming out of your head? Don't you have? At the end of the day, almost everybody in that room has a vibrator.
Wow. The way you watch your boy child, watch your girl child, watch all your children as a matter of fact.
So, these are the things we are talking about. These young people struggles, the battles with these things. What about alcohol and drugs? That one is even on the street level. Almost everywhere you see them, and then they are now being packaged in different forms these days, that you must have even taken it before you know that you have taken a drug, or you are already into all sorts. And then this new day activities. I don't know whether you see this a party, this school party.
Yeah.
This end of year.
Yeah.
In a particular school in Edo State, where the children came. These are teenagers. You understand? They came in rented branded cars.
Wow.
They wore very expensive clothes, and this was later on we discovered that they saved up for this for months.
Wow.
In order to show. So you have to pay them or pay each, a male and a female, of which we also learned that they are boyfriends and girlfriends and all those kind of a thing.
Couple.
These are the things that we are battling with in our new generation. As a parent, you cannot just sit down there and think all is well.
And it is not well.
And then everything is well. It's not a badura. Yes, prayer has its own side to these things.
What
you
are you
must
doing?
know exactly what is going on. Okay? Now, I want to put sexual pressure, okay, and then broken homes.
Sexual pressure and broken homes.
Anything, when it comes to a dysfunctional home, anything can come out of it. There was a young woman that I met during this week. This week, yeah. She came in, and then she's 19. She has not seen her period for a while.
Okay.
Magbo. Because sometimes they also, as you know, they always think that they are smart, and then by the time they are putting all the stories together, some of them think that the person you are speaking to is a fool, or who have not passed through those stages before. Those are some of the things that parents must also understand. You understand? You should always be 2, 3, 4, 5 steps ahead of them.
Yeah.
You have not seen your period for 4, 5 months.
Okay.
And then all what you are telling me is that
hormonal imbalance.
That is if you even have that level of knowledge.
Okay.
The issue is that she did not know whether she's pregnant. I said, it's okay, just save me the stories, because at this level I'm no longer surprised about anything again. kò sí nǹkan kan tó lè surprise mi mọ́ rárá.
You've seen more than enough.
ò bá gborí èèyàn sínú àpò wá bá mi nínú ọ́fíìsì, let's continue the discussion náà ni. You understand? So that's how I now put a probe. Lo and behold, we have a 22-week baby there.
Wow.
With
And
big
she's
head
19.
and every. So what she noticed was that she noticed some body changes.
Okay.
And up to as I speak, the mother did not know and cannot even, perceive there are some changes in her body, which I believe because I've seen several.
So 5 months and
5 months she will wear fitted clothes. Then as of the time, because the tummy is firmer because they are young, they are strong. You understand? So you can even have it 30 weeks. Baby,
and it won't come out.
And it will not really come out, especially with those of them that are gifted with tough, flat tummy, abdominal wall skin.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? Now, she's from a broken home. The father has not been seen in only God knows how many years.
Wow.
She's living with a mom who is already psychologically drained and disturbed. The place they are presently staying is not even a place. So she cannot even stay in that place with the mother. So.
But she knows who impregnated her.
Yes, according to how.
Okay.
But that one said that, look, wait, Tobas, if you come near, that she should know exactly what she ought to have done with it. Now, for 5 months, she claimed ignorance of what is happening in her body. And she wants to terminate.
At 5 months.
At 5 months.
That's.
Parents, these are the things we are dealing with. This is not a joking matter. It's traumatizing, and it's not a good news.
At all.
Now, we can blame several people. This girl, most of the time, may not even have place to live, even food to wear, food to eat. So, all these predators she has to, she just have to get something going. And this is the areas where we think that we should watch out for some of these things. Now, presently, she is given an option of adoption. Maybe somebody could
adopt the child,
and the process is not easy. You understand? The process is not yam. Things that ought to be avoided should be avoided. We cannot just continue to just carry on. I think all is well. Let's go on a very, very, very short break because our time has been fast spent, and we can open the phone lines. We can
for people to call in.
You can call in, and then let's have some discussion. Don't touch the dial.
Didn't stay. Now I hear you in my thoughts, and every choice I try to make, every lesson that you taught, here's a part I can't erase. I'm stronger than I was before, but it came with losing you. You opened up a different door, then walked out of the view. If I had to choose again, through the joy and through the pain, I will let you in the same. You made me better, now I can see someone I was meant to be. Every piece you left behind still lives inside my mind. I was broken, you were the cure, but nothing in this
made me better. Welcome back. It's still Prime Parent with Dr. Toyin Ajayi-Osakwe. To join the conversation, 0825 897 5897 0825 897 5897.
All right.
That's it.
So we're still talking about dysfunctional homes, as in broken relationship, broken homes. Now, a situation whereby there's what we call parental battle. Okay, when the two can no longer hold, and there's this constant conflict right in front of these young people, passes a whole lot of messages to them. This is where I call on parents that you need to do better.
True.
Not be by force. Fine, two people can no longer stay together. Let's say it the way it is. But then you need to apply maturity in handling these situations.
Yeah.
You understand? It's Yoruba that says that what's the meaning of that?
That means you can't go separate ways.
Forever.
The child has bind the two of you together forever.
You understand? And that is just the truth. Except you just want to become a devil, to do wickedly. This child is already here. These children are here now. You just have to do something that, in order for you to at least save your face,
True.
that these children will not grow up to become elements that will contaminate the rest of the world. I've spoken about academic pressure, rejection by peers. These things are issues that teenagers are fighting on daily basis. You understand? I told you about my boy that was, took his stuff, just normal
To celebrate his birthday in
bed,
school.
you understand? And then he was thrown to his face. He said all kind of, these are things that teenagers fight and battles. And we have got into a time in this dispensation now that teenagers commit suicides.
Yeah.
These things are aliens to us. These things are not things we see while we are growing up those days. Even in the past generations, where children now write letters and take their lives. This is terrible. Low self-esteem,
Yeah.
financial pressure, fear and anxiety. These all things combined are issues that teenagers are facing. And for those of you who still have your home intact, do everything you can to retain the integrity of that home. When the integrity is fragmented in any way, then it becomes extremely very difficult. I know of a man right in this same Ikeja here. The 3 boys, they are on drugs.
Wow.
The mother was the one narrating the story, how terrible it is, and how did they end up in that way. They act that way in revenge of how their father treated their mother.
Can you imagine?
So you cannot just even imagine and sit down like, okay, because yes, like, okay, we want to make the man life miserable by destroying our own lives, because he has not shown any form of support or care for their mom. So where do you start from? How do you encourage? How do you counsel in such situation? So it's a work that everybody will need to do together. And I say this over and time again, is the most risky and delicate job thrown to mankind. You can do well, you may have done so well raising and treating your own perfectly. If that same child now end up with your neighbor who neglect his own, what happens? That means everything will go down the drain. So my time is fast spent, as I said, and next week we'll continue from where we stopped. We're going to run through this throughout this month, and then hoping that we have learned 1 or 2 things from what we have held today.
All right. In case you missed any of the previous episode, or you're just joining for the very first time today, check out on YouTube and on Facebook Prime Parent. Prime Parent on YouTube, Prime Parent on Facebook. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and let's connect. All right. Stay blessed. Same time, same station next week, God's willing, for another edition of Prime Parent. And we love you. Bye from our end.
Bye.
Now